Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So today we would like to explain about the vocabulary application. We have two vocabulary application. We can go to PPT first. Okay, this is English vocabulary application. Next, for the first application, we have vocabulary builder vocab word. It's created by the developer Unban, and it's only available on App Store and always has renewed version each 3 months. Okay, for the correlation in vocab, we have Nail who explain about it.
Thank you, Fada. So, I'm going to explain a little bit about correlation in vocabulary, why this application is really good to enhance like a beginner to have a bunch of vocabularies. First is that word category. Why with this kind of application, it's really good for the vocabulary is that it already opts out the word category. For example, like fruits, for example, like daily activity, for example, like vocabulary for like expert, for example, this word category is really helpful for beginner, for example, to distinguish the vocabulary that frequently or infrequently to use for them. But secondly, it is audio assistance. Of course, it's going to be assist the learner to enhance their vocabulary skills or ability, because in audio assistance, it's going to be, replay again and again to make sure that the several vocabulary will going to be remains for in the mind of the learner in itself. So the audio assistance really correlate with the vocabulary enhancement. But lastly, it's a direct practice. Of course, when the moment you want to enhance your vocabulary, you need to do practice more and more. So in this particular platform or application, it provide the direct application in order to make sure or to in order to in enforcement for the learner to learn vocabulary. I think this kind of three category of sector of correlation in vocabulary is really good to enhance for vocabulary skill for language learner. Okay, in how to use, I think this application is really simple as you use the, like a common application, for example, like social media and so on. First, something they need to do is that you need to create an account. This creating an account or sign up an account, it just provide, as registration as usual, for example, like through Gmail or through Facebook or through another kind of platform as your identity in this application. But second, later on, you are going to be required to use active email and password. So you are going to create a new email and password in order to sign in the end of the day. Third, you just after you create email and password for vocabulary building accounts, you need to fill your name as it is. Either you want to fill your full name or nickname or whatsoever, it is up to you. Fourthly, you are successfully registered in the vocabulary builder account. Thank you. Back to Fada.
Thank you. And then for this app, we also, of course, there are advantages and disadvantages. Will explain by Shania.
All right, thank you so much, Ravada. And now I'm going to explain about the advantages first. So in this app, it is free to download. You can just click on your app store and search the keyword for like vocabulary builder, and the app's going to show up there. And the second, you don't need internet connection. So there is no internet connection required to play or to use this application. And it's very simple. It's suitable for kids or beginner because there are a bunch of topics such as um, fruit, animals, and so on. And it is very interesting. It provides sound. So whenever you play this, whenever you open up this app, you will be asked to choose one. For instance, like there is apple and there are several pictures. You need to click which one is correct, and it's also shows the pronunciation, so it could be learned by the beginner and kids as well easily. And the next, it's time challenge. So you can challenge yourself and to create like a time limit, how long you can answer this and go to the next questions or the next picture. And the next is number of images challenge. Yeah. So you can also challenge yourself by showing more than 4 images. For instance, like it asks you to click which one is the correct image for Apple, and there are up to 12 perhaps images that you have to choose the correct one. And the next is unlock the new levels to track your progress. Yeah. So in this app, it's free to download, but you need to finish one topic first in order to go or in order to unlock the new or the next level. Yeah. It includes thousands of words for 30 levels. It's quite much, I think. All right, please, the next slide, please. All right, so this is the advantages. Well, this app is free to download, but you need to purchase if you want the full version, experience the full version. I mean, like, it's free. You can unlock the next level if you have finished, but if you want to unlock all of it before you finish the first topic, you need to purchase it. And also, yeah, limited topics, just like for beginners, and only available on iOS. You can only download this through the App Store. Also, the ads, there are ads if you play this, open up this application. And also, Purcase need to remove the ads. So overall, if you want to unlock all of the topics and remove the ads, you need to spend around $12 for it. But I think you don't need to if you want to improve your skill, if you want to if you want to learn more about it, you don't need to purchase it because you need to do all of the challenge before you unlock the new levels, new topics. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shania. So we have the second application. There is Memrise. Memrise is a free learning application with good content in foreign languages. It is available as a web app and also on Android and iOS devices, of course. When you choose to category or course of material, it will lay out a chronological learning path for you to follow. Nain, please explain about the correlation and how to use it.
Thank you,
Thank you
Fanda.
for the
Okay, I'm going to talk about the correlation vocabulary in the Mesmerize application. First is that the direct practice. What it is in the what is that? In the Mesmerize application, there is a direct practice that's in form of audio and also video. It means that there are several sections that you can improve your vocabulary in direct practice after you already learn about the basic, after you learn about the daily speaking. For example, you are going to be, like drag into the direct practice in order to you for have a good comprehensive understanding. But second is that there is a visualization Q&A. So in the Mesmerize application, uh, uh, there is a Q&A, meaning that when the moment uh, the people in the application ask about things, for example, you have a chance to directly what is that, answer the question. So it is going to be effective for you to have understanding in vocabulary enhancement. But lastly, there is a practice section. After you are, after you are already finished the visualization Q&A section, you are going to have a practice section is based on your material before. So in this practice section, in propose of for in enforcement for the learner to have a good understanding and also comprehensive learning in the end of the day. Second, how to use this mesmerize application. First, of course, as usual, you need to create an account of mesmerize account. It is simply really simple. Like you need to require a Gmail or kind of things to as a requirement to create an account. Second, after you sign in the Gmail, for example, you are going to be lead to the create active email and also password. After that, you fill your identity, for example, like fill the name, fill your age, and so on. And after that, you are already finished the registration and you freely to use your Mesmer account and use the application. I think that's simple. I think that's all. Back to Ravada.
Okay, next to Evinda, please explain about advantages and disadvantages.
Okay, thank you, Ravada. So I'm going to share the advantage of the memorize application. The first is learn by playing games, repetitive teaching methods so that it can help us to remember important vocabulary easily. So this app is suitable for beginner. And second, equipped with progress and reminder feature to return when you exit the application. The third is there are various kind of interactive games for learning. And fourth, there is a pronunciation guide to make it easier for us to practice pronounce. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the seven of Memrise application. This application comes from London, so indirectly the language of instruction used in English British. And the language choice are few, so no many language choices. And the third is only as a complement, not to learn as well. So that's all from me. Back to Ravada.
Okay, so Memrise has a Pet Pro membership to unlock additional content that not available for free users. That was our explanation of two vocab. There are vocab word and Memrise. After this, let's watch the video explanation about how to use these two apps.
Okay, so we are going to show how to use the app. As you can see here, there are several topics, like a lot of topics, 30 levels with thousands of words on each topic, and you can choose the first topic before you unlock the next level. Just like, can you hear that? There is a sound. It's also can make the beginner or the kids to learn the pronunciation. As you have finished, it will go to the next level, unlock the next level automatically. And you have like 3 remaining times for getting it wrong. I mean, like to answer it incorrectly, but then you need to restart to the first one to go back. All right, thank you.
Okay, here the one of the application of Mesmerize. As we say, we just have a few of language, so it's not for all of language. So it is the one of the few of visualization Q&A and also practice. These are repetitive method that we already talked to you. So it is going to be direct practice for you to have a good comprehensive understanding about the vocabulary enhancement. So it is really good for the beginner, and also it's already have multiples of games and also method that provide in this application. I think back to Ravada, please.
Okay, thank you guys for the information. I hope the knowledge is useful for our other friends. That was a presentation for us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.